Bearcats fans, what is going on? This is Meyer here with the front office news, recapping the Bearcats' 49-16 loss to Kansas here at Nippert Stadium tonight. Obviously, it wasn't the night the Bearcats were hoping for. It started off very good on the defensive end, 2 3-and-outs to start the game on the defensive side of the ball, and they just couldn't get momentum going on the offensive side of the ball tonight for the Bearcats. Obviously, you take a 3-0 lead at the end of the first quarter, and then you trail 14-10 at the half. But then Kansas goes 4 straight possessions with touchdowns, resulting in a huge momentum swing in this one here at Nippert Stadium. Obviously, it all started with a squib kick right before the half that Kansas returned to midfield, and then the very next play was about a 25-yard gain, and then next thing you know, a 30-yard touchdown strike right before the half really set the tone for the Jayhawks this evening here at Nippert Stadium. But the story of the night was the Jayhawks just outplayed the Bearcats in all 3 aspects of this one. And it started up front. Jason Bean returned for the Jayhawks after missing his last week's game versus Kansas State. But he returned tonight, and he just dominated this game on all aspects. Obviously, he had 2 rushing touchdowns of 40 yards or longer, and he started this game 10 for 10 with 190 yards and 2 touchdowns, and he was held to just 3 of 7 in the second half of things. So obviously the Bearcats did a great job at containing him in the second half there in the passing game, but they just couldn't contain him in the running game. But I think the story changed for this one when the touchdown before the half came on the squib kick. They marched right down the field, but the Jayhawks had 3 drives tonight that ended in less than 90 seconds, with the result being the same of a touchdown. And when you have drives like that, that's just momentum changing all the way around. Seems like every time Scott Satterfield and the Bearcats found an answer, the Jayhawks would just answer right back. They cut the lead to 10 there shortly heading into the third quarter, and then next thing you know, the Jayhawks just poured it on from there, and it was no looking back for the Jayhawks from there. Obviously, senior day, just want to thank all 24 seniors that were walking in the ceremony today. Obviously, tonight was a big night for them, but it wasn't the outcome that they wanted. Scott Satterfield mentioned in the post-game press conference that he was really kind of upset, and he did apologize to him for the outcome of how this season went and how tonight was played out. But he did say that they are going to start getting active here early as the transfer portal ends up next week. He said they will be doing exit meetings starting as early as next week, and then spend the next week recruiting. So overall, a lot to look forward to for the Bearcats. Obviously, it wasn't the season that many anticipated. They finished the season 3-9 and just 1 of 8 in Big 12 play in their first season in this Big 12 conference. But everybody knows the Big 12 is arguably one of the best college football conferences in America, and it wasn't an easy schedule. Yes, there were some games that they should have won and should have been able to pull things out, but that's college football. That's a lot of things differently. But overall, there's a lot to look forward to for this program. Obviously, you have a new staff. You have a new conference. It's not easy in year 1. But as Scott Satterfield said, there's a lot to look forward to heading to next season. He said it's going to start this week, and they're going to go and turn the page, and they're going to build this thing up heading forward. But overall, the Bearcats finished their first season in the Big 12, 3-9 on the season, 1-8 in Big 12 play. Obviously, they had the 7-game losing streak with a couple of games there they should have won. But overall, the reflection of the season, you saw a lot of growth throughout the season. The offensive line continued to be the strong point of the season of this team up front. Corey Kiner became the 13th Bearcat in history to eclipse the 1,000-yard mark. And with that, he even said post-game he was going to take his offensive linemen out to dinner next week for all their contributions for him up front in order to get that success. But overall, there's a lot to look forward to for the Bearcats football program, and they just have to trust the process and trust what is being built inside the Lindner Center here at on campus of Cincinnati, up in Clifton. But overall, the Bearcats will be back next season, but there's a lot of things to look forward to. So with that being said, I'm Neil Meyer of the Front Office News. Continue to check us out. We'll have some recaps. We'll have post-game interviews with Coach Satterfield, Jack Dingle, Corey Kiner, and a couple others. And just keep supporting the site. We're going to have a lot of content coming out soon, so just continue to check us out, man. Head on over to the YouTube channel. We appreciate you watching this video, but head on over to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and just overall come out and support the front office news. So with that being said, I'm checking out from Nippert Stadium for the final time of the 2023 season. I'm Meyer with the front office news, and I'm signing out.